eventually, I promise you, we will be good and we will be better off. Now what I do is I only go under the unction of God. I promise you, this ain't for show, this ain't for life, this is for a change. And I want to tell y'all this right here. Kids, I need y'all to obey your parents. Because like they said last night, the last days, God ain't playing. You are not innocent.
It's your boy Steadfast. And I'm on the couch with my boy, GPS.
This is another episode of On the Couch with GPS. I'm your host, Larry Keith. And man, I'm back at it again. I got I ain't gonna say a special guest because he said he's special, but I've been knowing this dude since I had Tourette's in the 6th grade. Like we go way back, man. I call him Q. Y'all might remember him as Quell, man, but this is a grown man right now. And if you follow him on social media, you might know him as Marquell Steadfast Smith. This is my homie, Marquell. What it do, bro?
Man, not much, man. I've been waiting to get on the couch for a minute, bro.
Oh, yeah, you been waiting to get on the couch. I just want to put this out there. He gave me this couch.
Wait, bro, we had to tell him all this.
Yeah, look, this is love, bro. He gave me this couch to start this. Without him, there would be no On the Couch with GPS. So first of all, I just want to give a shout out to you for that, bro. That's mad love, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, bro.
I ain't got nothing to do with that, bro.
Look at this guy, man. So man, let's just get into this interview, bro. First of all, because you never explained this to me, bro, can you please explain to me and the viewers who are watching this, what is Steadfast?
All right, let me help you guys out right quick. This is what steadfast means in the dictionary. Resolutely or dutifully firm and unwavering. We're gonna trash that.
That's the dictionary.
That's the dictionary.
Okay. Now what's your definition of it?
My definition of it is being unwavering, loyal, committed, determined. Everything. It's really not a definition. It's a lifestyle.
I got you.
It's really like I can't really explain what. See, cause I get so excited, I get so caught up, but I can't really go to talk because I never really get to get it all out. But it's really unwavering.
I got you.
It's really relentless.
So what put you in the mindset to like what made you start this? Like what made you start this up?
Well, for once, I've always been a church boy. Mm-hmm. But I ran from my calling for so long. Mm-hmm. And I knew when I was out there wilding, I knew I wasn't right. But I continued to do it. And I would always get these preachers and prophets and ministers to be like, you gonna spread the gospel. And I'd be like, no, I'm not. That ain't me. That's my mom and them. Right. Leave that to them. I don't want to do that. And then one day this woman said, when I look at you, I see steadfast. She said, I see your face in the dictionary from where I was and to where she saw me come in a year. I changed my whole life around a year. She was like, so anytime you doubt yourself or feel like you don't matter or you feel like a failure, just remember you steadfast.
Right.
And when I went to the definition to see what it was, I pulled up all the antonyms to it.
Right.
And they were just all on point. You want to hear a few of them?
Yeah, okay. Go ahead. Let me hear a few of them. Go ahead.
I don't want to do too much talk. I get excited when I get out here like this. I'm dedicated. I'm true. I'm firm. I'm stout. I'm single-minded. I'm not compromised. And who I am right now is who I am when I walk out this door. I don't be two different people.
Right.
You come to my house tomorrow, I'm gonna be steadfast.
Right.
When you leave out my house, I'll be steadfast. Not saying I'm perfect.
Right.
But I stay true to this right here because this really what saved my life.
Right. And when you say you saved your life, what did it really just save you from, if you don't mind going into that?
Man, a lot. dealt with suicide.
All right. And when you say suicide, what was it to get to that point?
Pressure.
Pressure.
Pressure, man. Just built up pressure. Okay, can I say something to the people? Off top?
Yeah, go ahead.
Whatever type of pressures you're dealing with, do not hold them in too long. Because if you hold them in too long, you just packing the bomb. And when the bomb packing you by yourself, then, just like a pipe, once that pressure get too big, you know what's gonna happen, it's gonna bust. And when you get to the wit's end, kaboom.
Yeah.
And it was really about to be kaboom. With a Smith & Wesson, I think it was a Smith & Wesson 40, silver block, beautiful. But I didn't do it because my two cousins were in the next room. And I said if I kill myself over one of the pressures was my dad.
Right.
My daddy issues.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we'll talk about that in a minute. But you cannot let what you don't have, or what you can't have, or what you didn't get, that you thought you should get, dictate who you are and change your whole mood. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let you do your question, because that can go into a whole documentary right there.
Right.
He that angers you controls you.
You ain't lying.
Remember that.
So my question is, like, I noticed you said something about pressure, man.
Pressure.
With this pressure, because this next question I'm gonna ask you is about your motivational video. But with this pressure, man, how can you give advice to, you know, the youth of growing up to deal with that? Is it, because, you know, in our era of growing up, we really kind of had to just hold it in. Not saying our parents didn't teach us to express ourselves, but it was just in that time, you know, where I just think about it and just wake up the next day, you know what I mean?
And
So
just keep going.
Right. So what advice would you give to a black male? Not even necessarily a black male, bro. Just the youth, you know, the teenagers. What advice would you give them to overcome, you know, things like that?
I would tell them, talk to somebody.
Right.
I don't care how, especially to the black men. It means, it's not really a color, because it all happens to everybody. It's really about being honest and open with yourself. Because if you don't be open and honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
you can be on the other end of the situation and it might be too late. And see, well, how I grew up, like we talking about, we knew, but my parents, and we weren't lovey-dovey.
Right.
I just saw my mama be strong.
Right.
So when her being strong, that's all I knew.
Right.
So I didn't ever see her cry.
Mm-hmm.
I heard her cry.
Mm-hmm.
I never seen her cry.
Right.
So, you know, I thought, shoot, you supposed to do this in secret.
True.
So when adversities and life hit me by myself behind closed doors, the devil threw a lot of ideas in your mind.
Right.
And if you just end it. And see, the devil is real, people. I'm not your ordinary guy with talent. I am not talking about rap. I'm talking about your soul and your life. Before it gets that far, I would suggest, you know, talk to somebody. Now, you can't just talk to anybody because everybody ain't gonna understand. You gotta talk to somebody that know. And my mother and my grandmother were my rocks. They taught me how to be steadfast before I was even in.
Right.
And didn't even know it. In the midst of their life struggles. And they just didn't want me to be. And then they gave me to a point where they let me just live. And let me just do me. Because I had to figure it out on my own.
Now, with that, you might not know it, but as in you telling the youth to talk to people. For the people who might be afraid to talk to people, I seem like you've already took a step and made motivational videos.
Right.
All right. Now, on your social, I done seen your videos, bro. They're deep, bro. Like, man, I listen to them.
They real.
Yeah, man, it's real. Now, with that, what goes into, you know, making a motivational video? Is it just kind of like, how I say this? You know, some guys, if we would just compare this with some music, some guys could just go ahead and, they might not even be living that lifestyle. You know, they just, I'm just gonna say this and it's motivating. But the stuff that you're saying, are you actually going through this stuff?
Been through it.
You've been through it.
And most of the time, when I do a motivation, especially like a big one that I be like, it's dropping tomorrow.
Right.
I've been through and going through when I make those. How I survive is helping somebody else.
Right.
If that makes sense.
It does. Now, with that, how does it feel when you know you've helped somebody? Like when somebody's come to you, you know what I mean, and says, man, hey, I listened to that video, bro, I appreciate that. Like what feeling does that send?
Man, most of the time, it's I can't really explain the feeling, man. Cause most of the time when you out here, when you really go all out for God, what really happens is you feel alone. And you feel like nobody even cares what you do.
Right. Because
when I first started doing this, wasn't no likes,
right,
wasn't no shares,
right,
wasn't no views. And I'm like, it's just pointless. Am I making a difference? And one day I said, no matter what happens, if I don't get one person to like it, if I don't get one person to share it, I'm gonna keep on doing this because somebody gonna need this in that very moment. And that's like 10,000 views ago, bro.
Right. Now when you see them, I ain't gonna lie, when you see them views, what is that? Right, that when you see them views, 10,000 views,
man,
what does it let you know?
Man, that he's using me as the vessel.
Right.
But somebody listening. They might not tell me. At first they wouldn't tell me. But then I started getting emails. They weren't liking it, they weren't sharing it. But I started getting emails, I'm talking about from tough people now.
Yeah.
Hey man, look, bro, I don't even do church like that, bro. But I just want you to know, bro, you touched my heart. And to hear that, to make me feel like, that's why I'm doing it. This is why I'm gonna keep going. Not for a show, but for a change. Okay. That's what I do this for, a change.
Now with that change, is it hard?
Of course. Every day.
How hard is it? Like, I'm giving you an example, fighting, and I don't want to put your business out there because I seen a video.
Let's go.
It was and if you guys seen the beginning of this episode, you can see the video. But you said you was dealing with alcoholism.
Yeah.
Like, how hard is it to get over that?
See, that's a whole other thing in itself. So I'm gonna take a few minutes to tell you about that. Alcohol is a slow killer.
Right.
I was slowly taking myself to suicide that way.
Right.
I was drinking so much, but I didn't even know I was drinking that much. And I was only drinking to feel the daddy void, to feel the alone void. But when I got done drinking, I was still in the same place.
Right.
And see, some of you people out there, y'all say y'all out turning up, you partying, and you living your best life. No, you hurt. And that's just your only way to feel some type of relief. I've been there, I know.
Going out every weekend.
We've been there.
Going out every weekend.
Yeah, we've been there.
Drinking, just putting everything at a standstill. And that's one of the hardest things right there, because when you at the time, it feels like you're doing right, but once that feeling that you use to get that other feeling away fades off. Once
it subsides, the pain's still there.
Exactly.
And then that's where the pressure come in. Either you deal with it or it deal with you. And when they deal with a lot of people, we've had a lot of suicides around here lately. And the pain that nobody understood. That's why you never ever judge nobody when they lashing out. Because you never know what they're going through. Somebody having a bad day, man, ask them what's wrong.
Right.
Because your one question could be the reason. It could be the reason why they still live.
Right. Do you think pride is
a big problem?
Is a reason with everybody?
Problem, especially for a man.
Right.
Especially for a man. Especially, look at me.
Right.
I'm 6'1", 270.
270.
What I look like? My God, Man, look,
You know what they're gonna say? You weak.
Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah. But when I'm laying in that casket, because you can't see my face because I done blew it off.
Yeah.
Who weak now?
Exactly.
You weak because you didn't help me.
Right.
So now my job and my goal is to help anybody and pick up anybody I can.
With picking up and helping people and trying to live that steadfast way, you're gonna have a lot of people looking at you with that, who he think he is.
No, that's not it. Can I tell you what it is?
What it is?
They looking at me like, he must don't remember who he was.
Oh.
Well, let me tell you right now, it doesn't matter who I am, who I used to be, because I'm not that guy's dead. Now, do I still have those thoughts? Of course.
All right.
That's life. And in the spirit realm, if you want to get technical, everybody's old man is still in them. But the key is to keep that old man dead. Because don't do a dead man move.
No.
But see, when I let you piss me off or let you make me mad or let you make me feel some type of way, you waking up my old man. So I don't have control over it like I think I do. But I need you to keep looking at me like that. Because that's just going to make me keep going even harder. And I'm not going harder for me. I'm going harder for him. That's why I'm steadfast.
So with that being said, are you afraid of embarrassment?
I was. In the beginning, I'm Turner Quill. I'm Magic. I'm all these people. And, I'm going out to the clubs, bro. I'm getting 10 or 15 of the friends I thought were friends. They coming with me every weekend.
Right.
Oh man, we're going him. That made me feel good. That made me feel like I was wanted.
Did it give you some type of comfort?
Yes.
Right.
It gave me comfort in misery.
Right.
Comfort inside of my misery for a moment.
Right.
And the thing was, while I was buying drinks and getting the bartender, I knew everybody.
Right.
I'm drinking their heads off, but I'm dying slowly. But the reason they couldn't see me dying, because they were dying too.
Right.
And so the thing was, you gonna keep doing this? Or you gonna keep on just killing yourself slowly?
So now, like you were saying, you had, but I ain't gonna lie, I remember seeing you on, like, sometimes we might go to the square together, sometimes we might not, and you used to have a clique of entourage with you. Now if I see you, how big is your entourage?
Maybe Brandon Blake. Maybe, and because of that, that's the only reason. Cause sometimes I'll go just, if it's a homecoming game, and most people will see me, and they'll be like, crazy thing is, when they see me, they telling me about my videos in the club while they drinking.
Right.
Like, bro, keep doing what you're doing. And you have to come to where they are. Now, you can't, in the beginning, you can't just go to the club like that if that was your weakness. Don't do that. It took time, and I had to walk away from everything for a year and 6 months. And
I see you said the exact time. All right, do you think, I've always seen posts like this on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Somebody share a post and they say, you can be somewhere totally different in 6 months, you know what I mean? Do you think that year was worth it, man?
The year and 6 months was worth it.
Yeah. Was it hard?
Yeah. Because if you, like me, I'm loyal. So I'm thinking like, man, my friends think I'm tripping on them because I ain't going. But you gotta get that out your head.
All right.
Because hey, if both of y'all heads clubbing, somebody ain't good for somebody. One of y'all ain't necessary. And my grandma and my mom used to say that to me all the time. But I ain't understand until I walked away. And when you walk away and tell people no, you'll find out who your real friends were. So you right there, they were cliques. They wasn't even friends.
Now, I've noticed through this whole interview, you've always referred back to some advice your grandma gives you. What role does she play in your life? Now, I know the role she plays in your life because I know you on a personal basis. But just for the viewers out there, and not trying to give her a shout out or anything, but just, what role does she play in your life, man?
Man, my grandmother was our rock, is our rock. for our whole family. She prayed my auntie out from the streets. She prayed my mama up into ministry while she was doing what she was doing. And she pulled me out of my misery while I was down the slow devil.
Right.
And now she, now I see her as my grandmother, but she's my apostle.
I got you.
An apostle is someone who knows what you don't know.
Right.
And so when you don't know what you know, because that means she done put some time in it. And she got some wisdom, and she got some utterance inside of her that you need to listen to. And let me tell y'all something, when greatness and wisdom is speaking, you should listen. Because that's one of the other reasons I'm here. Because I saw that she could do it. And I'll tell you this, I don't care what you heard about it, what the street said about it, she was a drug dealer, all this. We've heard all this. I'm just raw and real. But let me tell you this, that lady has been the same person from the day I was born till I'm 30 years old right now. She's never changed. That might be the second person I've seen be who they are every time I see them.
So basically what you're trying to tell me is she steadfast too.
Steady. Steady. And see, other people are steadfast too. They just, I don't think they know it.
Right.
It's a choice. But it's a lifestyle for me. I use that for my motivation to keep going.
All right. So, not staying on this topic, you know what I mean, and about your grandma and how she's been there basically for you for 30 years, you know what I mean?
Literally.
Explain how it is being growing up being a church boy or a boy in the church. And I mean Wednesdays, Fridays,
Sunday, Tuesday practice, Thursday practice.
Okay, let's explain that from being a church boy as in your young age to growing up now to the man you are, and to sticking to that.
There's a scripture out there. It's a good scripture. And the scripture says, you listen? Train up a child in the way that he should grow. So when he's older, he will not depart. I strayed, but I never departed. Every time I went to church, there was something being built in me. There was something being deposited in me, and I didn't even know it.
Right.
And then now that I'm going to church, I go to church because I want to go.
Right.
I want to get more. I want to see what God got for me. I want to see Him do miracles. I want to see God just keep showing me more and more to do. Like, cause all my ideas and my motivation, they don't come from me. They come from my life. But He gave me the opportunity to do them again. Cause December 26, 2015 should have been it.
Right.
That was the night. 3:25 a.m.
Right.
After I had just got caught up with a woman too, by the way. So just want you to know, pressures they come, and when they come fast. And I thought that would be the easiest way to walk away, instead of having to deal. That's what people don't want to do. They don't want to deal with life. They'll rather lie to themselves about it.
Right. And for the people who don't want to deal with, put it this way, I don't want to say that the mindset that you had, you said you didn't want to deal with it because you thought
they can't deal with it.
Okay. When you actually could, when they can't deal with it because they got the mindset of thinking, man, this is just too hard. I might as well just end it. And then you actually deal with it. When you dealt with it, was it as hard as you thought it would be?
In a sense, yes, but in a sense, no, because then you have to expose yourself.
Right.
You have to go all the way back down to the root. And you got to go down deep to see what caused all of this. And it's a long journey. And I've got a video on that too called The Roots. You can check that out.
So you make sure to check that out. Now, back to this church topic. And not even going to say church topic. Just back to just talking about just your upbringing in church. How is it to have you're like basically your whole family in the church, you know what I mean? And just trying to live life. Is it hard? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Is it like, I'm not saying this is like, some people might I put it out there. Some people say, oh, he's just acting on the days or the times when it's time to go to church, and then the other days he's just back. You know what I'm saying? How hard is it to actually
do it?
Be a child of God? How hard is that, man? In this day and time, social media, just social media, the way the world's going and all that, how hard is it?
Oh, you asking me like, not from my perspective, but if I was stuck right now, could I, with the world right now?
Yeah.
Oh, it's hard.
Yeah.
Because everybody's changed up the meanings to everything. Mm-hmm. This okay for this group. Mm-hmm. Now, I could do the same thing that I can go get drunk, get arrested. Mm-hmm. Cause I'm steadfast.
Right.
Oh, I'm a bad guy.
Yeah.
Now, this person right here can go get drunk, and what's it called? And they'll say, free him. So it's hard because you under a microscope.
Right.
They want to see, they want to believe you.
Right. So and that's what I was basically getting to. So with that and this being, how hard has it been under the microscope? You could be doing something as in you for example, you can just be in the local gym, the OPC, playing basketball, talking trash. So because everybody trash talking basketball.
But just remain who you are.
Yeah.
Never any place I go, I'm always be steadfast.
Right.
I'm not gonna change who I am because I change environments.
Gotcha. So, switching up topics, something that I've always witnessed with you, bro. You guys might not can see the whole fit. Where you just coming from?
I just came from the crib.
For real?
Yeah.
Well, I gotta know something, man, because I've been knowing you all my life, bro. You used to be fat, man.
Yeah.
It used to be, I'm just gonna play it. But it ain't a bad thing. What pushed you to get into the shape that you are now?
Man, I was angry. Mm-hmm. And somebody, Gerald Vaughn, introduced me to the gym.
Shout out to Gerald.
Shout out to Gerald Vaughn, man. Hey.
G.
Big G. The dungeon. Everybody don't know about the dungeon.
They do not know about the dungeon, bro.
G he sort of took me in. Mm-hmm. And he don't even really know what I was struggling with. But he was like, man, I got a gym. You can come here anytime. Right. And so I would go in there and I would just lift the pressures of life off. Right. And once you go to work it out and the blood start pumping and the muscles start going, you forget about the pain you're dealing with. And then I see myself. Mm-hmm. But see, then that came a problem. Because then I started to see what they saw. And then, can we be honest here? Yeah. Then the women, they also saw. And then you gotta realize I had a daddy issue that had a hole in my heart. So anybody that showed me the attention, I was looking. Men, you can look for daddy in women. Right. Don't ever think you can't. So I was looking for love in all those different places, and I had love, but I was so messed up that I just kept on entertaining the sin and the devil, because he played tricks with me. And I know y'all think this video is just going left and right, but this is just who I am. And I'm never really, what you call it, thing y'all have,
no, I don't know.
You know. You got the topics already. Mm-hmm. But I never.
You never stay on topic.
Yeah, I never go. It's on topic, but I just go a little deep. Right. Like I never, like a skit, I freestyle. Yeah. And we get the same answers, but I just want y'all. I'm not trying to run this. It's just when you hit some, the nerve.
Oh man.
I know you know that, but sometimes you got to tell them a little bit, because I don't want to be like, My boy T.I. on Expedition shit.
Oh, no. That was weird, bro. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Man, and not to just get off topic, they just talk about some other stuff, bro. I just, man, who you think got it? LSU or Clemson? I don't mean to be random. Who you think gonna win? LSU or Clemson?
Man, hey. I know Clemson got God on their side. I tell you that. LSU, some of them, they probably got God too, but they they're not talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
But what I've learned from my great grandmother, rest her soul, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say it at all. To the best team win, man. Play it safe, man. Play it safe.
I got you. So, I'm getting off topic, just switching it up. I go on your social media, I just be looking at certain things. And since we were just talking about the LSU football game, let's talk about this right here, man. Flag football. Softball. Is it really that serious, man? Like, is it really that serious?
Flag football, not anymore. No.
No. Well, why is that? Because what was y'all record in that?
Man, we were 80-0 though. We were 80-0. 8 years straight with the Mississippi All-Americans.
Right.
And then we branched off and we put both teams against each other. The defense on one team, offense on one team. And the defense won by 1 point. There you go, Fago. Y'all won by 1. We didn't have our quarterback though. But it's all good. 7-6, man. Hey, so we made a dynasty, and when you get older, bro, some stuff you just gotta give it up.
Right.
It wasn't fun. I mean, it would be fun if we do it again, but that season was up.
Right.
And then, baseball was my first love.
Right. Now it's fun to go into that with that.
And you can't play baseball no more.
Right.
So I just went on to the big boy softball, and now I travel and play travel ball almost every other weekend when the season ends.
And is that fun?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
How many home runs you knocked out?
Man, not too many. Not too many. Nothing to brag on, man. Just know your boy hitter, man.
Right.
And I'm taking my game to the next level this year.
You believe that?
I know that.
Oh, you know that, man.
I do.
So, not trying to make this topic about me, bro. I just, January 9th, 2020, I had my first ever child, bro. And the experience is amazing. Like, it done opened up a portal in me that I like the person who I am now. I know you have a son. Can you go into details with how, when you had your son, how he changed your life?
Me?
Because I know it's I know it's responsibilities.
It's responsibilities, but it's responsibility that's well worth it, bro.
Right.
It's like you go through life thinking you love for real, but you don't really know what love is.
Right.
Until you have this object that you made,
man,
that's right in front of you. And then you got to go back and you got to be like, they always told me you don't love till you had your first child.
Right.
Because if that was really love,
I don't know what this is.
I don't know what this is.
Man, this is a beyond love.
My son taught me how to feel again.
Right.
I couldn't feel. I had no feeling for 10 years. I was numb. Nothing bothered me. I didn't care what I did to you. I didn't care how I hurt you. I didn't care. Because I was hurt.
Right.
But my son did something. He packed some holes in my heart that I didn't even know could be patched.
Right.
And then when you have your own son, the daddy issues, they begin to subside. And you think about it, but you don't got time to think about that no more, bro. You got your son here, your flesh and blood here. And once my flesh and blood smiling at me, looking at me, like I don't even like to be mushy with it. My son made me feel like this. What is my daughter gonna make me feel like that? And it's just, it's crazy, man. It's really crazy. And I had my son, I'm real raw. I had my son out of wedlock. I wasn't married. I was almost married. I was almost there. And if you want to ask about that, I'm open about that too, because a lot of people got their own thoughts and don't know the truth. So I'm cool with that.
Yeah. So with the marriage, with the I take it back. With the proposal, that went viral.
It did, bro.
How does it feel afterwards seeing that with proposing and thinking you had your mind set and ready for that, and things don't go? It's planned. Like how did that play a toll on your life? Was it embarrassment in it?
Yeah.
It
was because
what was the embarrassment for though?
Because I knew I wasn't ready. I knew I wasn't. But I knew that she made me feel like I never had felt before.
Right.
And I knew that she made me think, you know me. I ain't never think about marrying nobody.
Right.
I talked about it. But I never was like ever stepped over there when I proposed. Whew, you there. But for the record, I'm not married because I didn't want to hurt her anymore.
Right.
I didn't want to hurt any more women. And I'm going to tell you this right here. Before you try to get with anybody, before you try to get married, before you try to propose, make sure you got your heart right. You can't be thinking about her and you finna marry her. That's not going to work. You taking all this excess baggage into something that's supposed to be reunited and made as one. This has nothing to do with her. My end. I went in with too much stuff.
Right.
I've never ever opened up and talked about this. And I had to realize that when you try to be a player out here, you loving one and you hurting the other. But in the end, you hurting everybody.
True.
And yourself. Because when it comes to reality, and you got to sit back and look and see what you done, boy. Quail, what you done again. You got to deal with you again. You got to tell yourself that I got a problem.
Right.
And I had a problem. So I had to get me right. Most people don't understand. But like you said, the embarrassment in the beginning, you worried about people. But when you mature, I don't care what you think. Because I know me and God had this thing going. And we in a great place right now.
Right.
You know, she gave me my son.
Right.
She gave me me.
Right.
And it's crazy. And it's just like, I wouldn't trade it for the world. You know? No what goes on.
Now, getting back on this, your son and daddy issues, do you think even though your daddy really wasn't in your life growing up, do you think, and not having a guidance for as, you know, I'm pretty sure you have male figures in your life, but it's like that real papa role. Without having that papa role in your life and making mistakes, do you think that actually helped you become a better dad?
Well, because it all started with rejection. My real father rejected me.
Right.
The father that I knew, my mama's husband, he left.
Right.
He rejected me. So everybody I opened up to, they leave. But the thing was, I had to get over that rejection. And when I got over the rejection, I had to realize that, you know what? I might not be who I was today if he hadn't been in my life. Right. Because he taught me what I needed to know when he was never here. And the crazy thing was, when I was 30 years old, he called. It's crazy. My daddy called me my daddy texted me on Christmas Day, bro. I'm 30. Yeah. And that gave me chills. Yeah. Merry Christmas. It's the little stuff, bro. Yeah. And don't be worried about what happened, what didn't happen, because sometimes my grandmother got this in my head. Maybe he didn't know how to treat me. Maybe he didn't know how to love me because nobody ever taught him. So stop holding on to grudges. That pressure. Stop holding on to anger. That's pressure. Stop holding on to forgiveness. That's pressure, because everybody's pressures go different ways. Some people pressures might go to multiple partners, just being raw. Some people pressures might go to drinking. Might go to extreme drugs. But I'm thankful I was afflicted. I'm glad I was because it helped me grow.
Right.
And now I really know how to be. I don't have to pretend to be something that I'm not.
Right.
To my son, I really can be a father. That too deep?
No, that's perfect, man. Like,
I had to sit up on that one. I had to sit up.
With growing up, man, me knowing you, I've seen you work in many different places. The first job I remember you having was Papa John's.
Papa John's.
Shout out to him. He hooked up everybody.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Second job you had, C-Store on campus.
Yo.
Shout out to him. Hooked up everybody.
Don't know what you're talking about. I'm just playing. I do remember y'all.
The jobs you have now, bro, and the license you have with driving trucks, man. Explain how fun it is. I know it gotta be fun. You're not doing it for the money. Of course you're doing it for the money.
You gotta be paid.
Yeah,
but you know, once you get so far in your steadfastness and your faith is all the way up there, you know that God's your source and not your job. Because I've been out of job, hurt 6, 7, 8 months at a time, and I made more money than I made without a job, and God provided. But you know, that's a whole other thing. But I love driving trucks because I'm up, you know?
Yeah.
And I get to see everything, you know what I'm saying? I've always had a fetish for big trucks. And it's just like shipping gears, bro. Yeah. I used to get mad and go, you know, Uncle Taylor's house. Yeah. I'd be like, bro, I need to ship some gears. Like, well, let me check and see, man. And then he give me in a truck, and the shipping it's just so sweet. It's a stress reliever, man.
Right. Would anybody in that field that's looking to get like your CDLs, would you advise them to get it?
Oh yeah. Let me tell you this. Is it worth it? You always got a job. Somebody needs something drove somewhere at all times. Might be local, might be you know, different counties, might be over the road, but hey, you know, that's on you what you want to do. But there's always opportunity. Like school is good, but I think CDLs was the best thing I could do. I tried school, it didn't work for me. Except for, you know, when Larry Keith put me on. School was, it worked. It was worth it, but you got to do what you love. And I love to drive. I got my license, and I was 22, and still driving.
All right. So coming to the end of this interview, but before we come to it, I'd like to play a game with you, man. It's pick one. It's simple. I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. You pick which one you like. We're gonna start it off. You like football, and you know I know you. I see you with your cleats, Nikes or Adidas.
Nikes.
Nikes.
Yeah.
All right. Next question.
Xbox. Vapor.
Nike. I'm John's right there. Ooh.
That's 2006 edition. Okay.
Next question. Xbox One, PlayStation 4.
PS4.
Why?
Well, I had both of them, but the PlayStation just wasn't fit for me.
Right.
And you got to know what fit for you.
Right.
I know I go back and forth with these things on your video, but everything that happens in life can be a analogy.
Yeah.
What might work for this person might not work for you.
Yeah, all right.
So the Xbox, I can play it, but I ain't successful in it. I got about that PlayStation.
All right. Burger King or McDonald's?
I don't even eat neither one of them no more.
What?
Nah, man.
Oh, okay. We'll put it this way. In Oxford right now, what's the spot you go to? If you had a choice to eat it every day of the week, what's the spot you go to in Oxford?
I gotta be honest.
You gotta be honest, bro.
Shoot, probably Obies, bro.
Obies?
Yeah.
Ooh, what you get from Obies?
Man, chicken basket one day, grill.
Oh,
or chicken basket one day, fried.
Ooh, you been fancy with the grill.
With ranch
Ooh.
and buffalo. Put the buffalo in the ranch and eat it with your fries and the chicken. Or get a fish plate. That's what a bunch of my money went last year, so I'm saving it. Yeah.
Mississippi State or Ole Miss?
Really, bro? That's like the devil using you, bro.
I'm just saying. Well, I don't know because I talk. What do you think about this? What do you think about this past season?
Well, I think it was a growing year, bro.
Yeah.
They had to grow on each other, and I think I think they pushed my guy out too fast, but hey. Sometimes again in life, what works with this person might not work with that person. But I like his heart though.
Right.
And you can't stop a man with a good heart.
Mm-hmm.
He'll always, that's it. Public service announcement. A good heart is like having CDLs. You always have a job.
Alright.
I'm sorry. Hey, look, I'm steadfast, but I'm still human. I just watch the choices I make. That's all. I just giving y'all nuggets, something.
And the
He's
last.
not gonna let me back on the couch. It's cool.
I mean, you walk him anytime, bro. And the last question, pick one. This is gonna be a deep one, man. Love or lust? Love or lust?
Well, lust, I can make this very simple and fast. Lust has got me back on the couch by myself. Because it really, it's really not love.
Right.
But I would choose love because love conquers a multitude of sin.
Right.
That's scripture. And you're like, what? And love brings unity, bro. And it's not always love a male or a female. You got to love everybody. You show love here, it's like a disease.
Right.
It's like a not a disease. I'm not looking for a disease. It's like a virus.
Right.
Love spreads when it's real. So I choose love.
All right. And we're coming down to the last question. I know I said that last time. This is the last one that we're coming to an end. I just want to get your input on this. I ask everybody a question when they come over. Put you in this scenario, man.
Yes, sir.
You have no cable, you have no Wi-Fi, but you have a DVD player. You only have two choices to pick from to watch one DVD for 1 week. Out of these two, here you go. Which one are you picking? Are you picking Norbit or Django?
I'm going with Django. We're going with Django.
Do you have any can you remember any lines from that movie?
I do, but I'm not. Yeah, that's just the human in me. I can't die. Who that down that name? Yeah, man. But see, this movie, it was comedy.
Mm-hmm.
But since you asked me, what's the difference between steadfast?
Mm-hmm.
He was steadfast.
Mm-hmm.
Because he didn't care what nobody else thought.
Right.
And he knew he had one ulterior motive.
Right.
And that was to get his woman. And when you steadfast, the only thing to do is to please God. Every moment, every second, everything, your heart has to be like his. Right. If it's not like his, I gotta do a self-evaluation check. And my boy, he had to put on a role to get to where he was. But he stayed true, he stayed humble, dedicated, and he got his wife. And he chose love instead of lust.
Hey, coming to the end of this interview, man, it's been great. Do you want to give a shout out to anybody?
Man, yeah, I want to shout out to my son 2 times.
Oh yeah.
Hey, my guy helped me change my life, man. He helped me feel again after I once told you. Shout out to my mama, man, for always being there no matter what I did stupid, no matter what I did wrong. She told me I was wrong. She cleaned me up and she bandaged my wounds, man. And I appreciate her for that. And I appreciate my grandmother for being the rock who she was for the whole family. And I appreciate the few friends I got left that been loyal through the whole Magic City ordeal. Larry Keith, you know, a few people, Larry, you know, all my family, you know, I gotta shout them out to see here. And you know, shout out to my boy Mickey Shaw, he ain't never changed on me. Zimbabwe. He just Zimbabwe waiting. It's just him, man. And, you know, I can go on Junebug, Boski, all of Ben Boski was far back. But then when you reunited, a real friend, y'all can miss 8 years. And when y'all meet right back up, it's like y'all ain't never missed a moment.
Right.
And you know, this is gonna be a real shout out right here. I need her to know this. Shout out to my girl Remy Ma. I understand life, but I learned to understand life, man. You still my friend. Alright, you got that? Yeah.
Well, come to the end, bro. It was cool interviewing you. I've learned some stuff that I didn't know about you. I hope the viewers who are viewing this learn more about you. Hey, man, as what you represent, keep steadfasting, bro. And we are.
I am steadfast. I will be steadfast. And I hope you do too.
And peace. With that, we are at the end.